Hey, it's Caroline. Today I want to take you through simple foam rolling exercises you can do if you play any sort of impact sports. So football, rugby, soccer, these few exercises are going to help you relieve tension in your body and improve performance. So today I'm using Brian as my fitness model, and he plays rugby, and we're using the Yoga Tune-Up Alpha Ball, which is a bigger ball that's better designed to fit larger males. So the first thing I'm going to take Brian through is a foam rolling exercise for the upper back. So we'll place the Yoga Tune-Up ball right about here, and we're going to have him lay on down. Let's lay on down for me, Brian. And Yoga Tune-Up ball goes in the upper back, one side of the spine. So because Brian is a larger male, this ball is a little bit better suited to help him foam roll. And he's going to lift his hips up and let his head go. And this is pretty intense, especially because he's been playing a lot of sports lately. And I'm going to ask him to breathe. And he'll just take that big alpha ball in any spot of his body that has a lot of tension. Maybe he'll add some arm movements to it. How are we doing?
It hurts.
It hurts. Hurts a lot. So he's going to add some arm movements to it and a lot of deep breathing to it. And sometimes it's better, instead of moving, just to hold. Especially if a spot is really tight and really intense. You don't need to go anywhere. It's already enough just to apply the ball's pressure into that tight muscle. And breathe. So after a long day of playing any sort of impact sport or a long weekend, these few exercises can be incredibly powerful in helping relieve tension throughout the whole body. So the next exercise, we're going to move that ball on the other side and just have him release tension on this side of his upper back. And he could always use the smaller ball, so if you're stuck at home with a tennis ball or a lacrosse ball, you don't have the alpha ball yet, you can always use one of those. It's just harder for a larger guy to use these because they kind of get stuck in the body somewhere. They're a little too small. How does that alpha ball feel?
It works.
It works. Proven results. So the next exercise I'm going to have Brian do is the lower back. So the alpha ball is actually perfect to fit into the lower back muscle, and he'll take his hand to his hip. He's just going to go about an inch up, and that's about where the yoga ball is going to go. So come on down. And you know your lower back muscle because that's that place on your body where you're like, oh, I wish someone would just give me a massage right there. That's where you should put the ball. So you'll place the ball there, and then you can apply sustained compression as Brian is doing, or you can take the knee of the side that you're rolling and toss it towards me. So you'll bend it, and then just let it come down on the ground. Yeah, good. And you can do small movements here, but you want to be really careful, especially when it comes to the lower back, to move mindfully. So no jerking around, just apply sustained compression to that tight, sore muscle, and use deep breathing. Good. So the alpha ball is actually perfect because it fits right in that spot where you always want a little bit of a massage. So he's doing great. They say it takes at least 2 minutes to see change in the muscles, so whenever you're doing any of these techniques, you want to spend some quality time. Don't just rush through it. Definitely give it at least 2 minutes, deep breathing, self-massage. Let's try the other side. So to release, he'll just lift the hips, slide the ball to the other side of the body, and then lower back down. Good. And again, if it's really intense against the floor, you're better off trying these techniques against the wall. So you can stand, do all the same foam rolling exercises against a wall and still get great benefits from it. So I'll have him take that knee of the side that he's rolling now off to the side. Good. And of course, if that's not right for you, don't do it. You should always check with your doctor before doing any of these exercises. Move mindfully and honor your body and all of its injuries. For me, these techniques really helped after long days of even just commuting or sitting or any sort of impact sports. I do a lot of burpees, so these are all amazing. So before he gets up, he's going to remove the ball and lay flat on the mat. It's really important if you do the lower back techniques to give yourself some time to settle before you jump up. So the lower back is a really sensitive muscle, and it's just nice to give it some time. And how do you feel?
Better.
Better.
Yeah.
Awesome. So we did 2 exercises, upper back and lower back, and now he's a little bit longer and ready to take on the sports that he loves to play. Thank you so much for joining me, Brian, and thank you so much for having me. I can't wait to see you again soon.